Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. My name is Maria. I am your Sherpa for this read. I am pulling some cards, see what we have for the collective, for what to expect this weekend. Ten of Wands, the Moon. Tell me more. What's happening this weekend? The World in reverse. Page of Swords. Ten of... Okay. Y'all, we're almost out of this retrograde. I'm going to do some clarifying. But it looks like you got some people that you don't trust or haven't trusted that's coming back. They have a history of deceit. Like, when is this retrograde going to be over? I don't know. It's like you're going to get some answers. However, you're also going to be frustrated with some of the conversation. Whew. All right. And exactly the right amount, 15. Bottom, I can't make this up, y'all. Bottom of the deck, the Death and the Rebirth card. This is a rebirth for the majority of you. It might be a death, but I don't think so. Here's the spread. That's the spread. So let's start. I have the Ten of Wands. So in your recent past, you had an ending with somebody that wants to come back and revisit this conversation about a love, possibly a long-term commitment, which is what the Four of Wands represents. You had, this is just absolute love. You had love, you had trust. This was a commitment, a solid, stable commitment you were building a foundation on. Unfortunately, there was, I believe, an interruption to this. It could be moving, somebody's moving. It could be somebody, I just feel like there was an absolute interruption. At least maybe it was regarding moving, or maybe somebody moved in or moved out. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I have the Moon, I have the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. So somebody wants to bring to light some effery, some deceit. This is also fear. This can also be representation of fear, anxiety. And the Moon is, I can't see the forest from the trees. It's an illusion, it's a delusion. So somebody wants to bring some clarity in on the situation. There might have been a third party. There might have been deceit. There might have been lies, and somebody might have held back due to omission. I hear that maybe that might be the case with a lot of you, is that omission piece is, I don't want to hurt somebody, so I'm only going to tell them the story that they need to hear. I'm not telling them the whole story. But this is somebody you've had a long-term relationship with. I get in and out. I get long-standing, years possibly. Somebody you care about, and this could be even a friendship that has developed even into a deeper friendship. So it doesn't have to be a relationship as far as, significant sexual partners. I don't know what else to say. But could be just a long-standing friendship. It could be a situationship. It could be a friends with benefit. But if so, then it's deeper than that. That's just vibe. Center of the read, current state. Page of Swords. Somebody's going to have a conversation that's honest, and they want to come back and heal this. This is recovery. Somebody is missing you. It's in the center of your spread. So all of this is vibrating from the center spread. So this is a lot of pain. It could be the Queen of Pentacles that's feeling this this pain and this remorse and this sadness and this loss, who's coming in to have the honest conversation. Or whoever the reader is or watcher is, they might be watching, or they might be missing this person, this queen, and coming in to have a conversation. The Queen of Pentacles in the upright, solid, stable. She's a pre-empress. She is literally like one step away from the pre-empress. She is knowledgeable. She can create just by thinking it. I love this. She is like... In the Empress, as you know, is the creator. She shows up in the majority of decks as pregnant, meaning she is in a constant state of creation. Whatever she thinks turns to gold. Whatever she touches is successful, and it's the infinity symbol forever. So it's an infinity times 10 of abundance. And this is, somebody sees this person, or you are this person, they see you as the ability to hold your coin, create more coins, and these two little branches out of this person's head is showing that she thinks it and she can create it. Last four in the future spread is I have the world reversed. So this was an ending that somebody put the kibosh to, or you're going to put an ending to it. They want to come back and undo the ending. So far up to this point, they're just sitting in remorse and regret, coming up with a strategy that Paige is thinking about having a conversation with whomever, either you or you're having a conversation with somebody else about coming and revisiting and undoing this ending. They don't want to do this. This is anxiety up in their head, can't sleep, can't think. All they think about is you, constant state of worry and remorse. And I have the sun in reverse right now. They're very unhappy and miserable, and their fear is that this is going to continue. They were, and this is also a fear, their biggest fear is that this is going to stay in this position. It is the Ten of Pentacles, as you know, is my happily ever after card. And in the reverse is miserable forever without you. And that's their fear. They have an Eight of Cups as walking away, never to be reviewed again. And they want to revisit that. That was in the upright, sorry. And I have the Temperance in the reverse, meaning it is still unbalanced. So that is the immediate base energy. Thank you for your patience. I wanted to get all through that. That's your immediate base energy. Let's figure out what Spirit has to say about all this. Tell me about the Ten of Wands, inverted Two of Cups, and the Four of Wands, please. It's death again. Like, I can't make it up, y'all. I love Spirit. I love my Spirit guides. They are like to the point. Wonder where I get it from. Right behind the death and rebirth, it's going to require strength. And right behind that, I have rushing in to have a conversation. Like the doorbell ringing. I'm not getting it because I see it's the Amazon guy. And then behind that, I have the Ace of Pentacles. Hey, nothing happens in my readings by mistake. Hey, Sophia, come here, come here, come here. Hey, come here. So over here, come here. And behind that, I have a Two of Wands. So when they come in, or if you're rushing in, there's a pause. There's a minute to think about it, kind of like waiting for that doorbell to be answered. I'm not answering it. I'm not. I didn't buy the Cheerios and whatever, the toilet paper outside, so I'm not worried about it. So I have the Two of Wands, major decision coming up. You've been manifesting it. They've been manifesting it. And right behind that, Nine of Cups. Oh my goodness, this is a beautiful conversation that's actually occurring. These two cards together is kind of like beginning of this. So it's the end of the world to try to reverse it. Is why did it come to an end? Why does somebody want to rebirth it? What's changed since the last time you two talked? That's this energy. Right behind it, we're going to find out. Justice. And right behind the Justice is an upright Emperor. The upright Emperor is somebody, and again, in the reverse, is kind of my narcissist card. And I hate that because we just throw that word around with anybody who's self-centered. This and the Emperor in the reverse is like a 6-year-old who's having a temper tantrum in the middle of Wally World because they didn't get their pack of gum that their mom would buy. You know what I mean? And they just scream at the top of their lungs. This person, as an adult version, is I didn't get what I want and I'm going to be petty. I'm going to be passive aggressive. I'm going to create and stir the pot. I'm going to create, it's like a get back. I'm going to get back at this person, especially whoever I'm reading for. If you put a boundary down with this person, that didn't go over well. And there was some severe penalties for that. And that's only truly if you're dealing with a real narcissist, because that is very much a standard. That's a standard practice that a narcissist shows, a real clinically diagnosed DSM-4 diagnosis, actually now DSM-6, I think. Anyway, is that there is a sense of get back. So it's passive aggressive, tit for tat, petty, biting, arguing. Otherwise, you just might have a very immature person on your hands that it could mirror very similar behaviors and traits, but nonetheless, it wasn't in the reverse. It was in the upright. So if this person that I'm referring to or you're thinking about had any of those traits, unless they come standard in the upright, come correct, meaning they want to have a real conversation about the reason why this didn't work and fix the problem. If they're not looking to fix the problem and they still want to argue about the who did what and the when and the how and that you did this first and you got to reverse. That's why I took a pause. Second, you're going to have to use your intuition to discern which one of these emperors you're dealing with, and if there was any or empresses. It doesn't matter. It's just really about Spirit. When Spirit uses that, it's really the characteristic of the card saying they're going to take charge. They're going to come in. They're going to have like a plan and like they already know what they're going to do. They want to take ownership of the solution. They want to be the solution. They want to have the ultimate answer. They're going to apologize. They're going to go forward and quite honestly hit it hard. And this person, or hit the solution hard, I should say, hey, listen, we gotta talk about this. We have an open problem we need to resolve. We have unfinished business. That was another words I have in my head. We need to talk about this issue. I don't feel like this is we haven't completed that conversation kind of vibe. They're gonna initiate that, and with that comes a solution. You said this, so this is where we left this off, was you weren't happy with this behavior and this is what I'm doing about it, versus coming at defensive saying, well, you did this first and I didn't think, the gaslighting stuff, well, I didn't think you cared, so that's why I cheated on you. So they're gonna come in, lots of discussion, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of discussion. They're going to want to take you to a calmer place versus the rough water. And Spirit is saying this could be a Hierophant moment where it's spiritually led, it's spiritually guided. Oh my goodness, like there's so much you need to hear about this. This isn't just like, I want you to get out of the mindset for a second of a long-term commitment having to equate to a wedding. It's the intensity of the relationship. It's I have something you need to learn. You have lessons I need to learn, and the understanding that we have a chemistry. We also have a like-mindedness, but we have a beautiful relationship when we're both in the right vibration, and I'm not too codependent on you and you need to fix me, or vice versa. I'm not saving you every 5 minutes. This is an equal give and take. It is balance, it is healing, and it is orchestrated by the divine. So this conversation was orchestrated by your Sherpa tribe, right? And it's recovery. That's what this means, is recovery. Because change, which is the death card, had to occur because it couldn't stay in this space. It couldn't stay. It wouldn't sustain. This was non-sustainable. Is that a word? I don't know. Unsustainable? I don't know. It was falling apart. It's like, no, the plaster is falling off the walls. It's almost like when you have the paint chip and you see somebody for who they are, the mask starts falling off and you're like, I just don't think I can do this anymore because I'm seeing who the real you is. It won't sustain. So you had a conversation, a fallout occurred, and you both had a conversation now, hopefully, to reconcile or at least repair the damage of the past, not necessarily reconciling with the relationship, but just the friendship, and saying, you know what, to each their own, I move forward, or this isn't, I don't see change, right? But Spirit is saying this could be easily a long-term commitment, which is the 3 of Pentacles going forward. I have the King of Cups in the upright. So somebody might be a little stoic. They might be resistant to share their feelings. I get the sense that this person is super guarded because they're expecting the other shoe to fall. I expect a lot of fighting. I expect this is what most of the anxiety is about, right? And behind that, there's a page of Pentacles. So there's a conversation about a brand new beginning, passionate new beginning. And right behind that, I have the Devil and the Lover. So there is a little bit of that leftover energy. And again, doesn't mean, I hate to say this, but when I see the Devil card, that doesn't mean, it's just red flags. Be mindful of the red flags. Talk about the red flags. That doesn't mean that people can't be restored. They can't fix their problems. They can't go find help, or they already have a plan. I feel like somebody's working really, really hard on this issue. So, for example, if somebody had an addiction issue, they're working on it. If they're doing inner work, shadow work, that's also this card, to determine, hey, I've seen a pattern with this in my previous relationships. Okay, I ran away, I'm hidden, I haven't shown my true face. Hey, Soph, now I do. Hey, Sophie, come here. Come here. Same Amazon guy. Maybe he left the Cheerios. I don't know what the deal is. Bringing me Wheaties. I don't know. So we have Knight of Pentacles. It's on its way. This person is already packing their bag, coming to you. Lots of challenges, lots and lots of things to discuss, y'all. But you're going to be successful if you want it. Their Spirit is saying stay in the Hangman. Hangman is just identifying and evaluating the barriers, the real barriers, like really the barriers. And some of it is distance, some of it is emotional distance. I feel immediately off this card, travel's a problem. Age might be a difference. I think emotional, like immaturity was an issue in the past. And again, the Temperance in the reverse. Second time I got this card. 2 from your spread, both showing me, Spirit's just showing me everything. They're just saying, listen, this thing was imbalanced. It couldn't stay on, it couldn't stay on the foundation. Like, it wouldn't withstand a windstorm, let alone a tornado, or some of the challenges this person is facing. Several of these people that I'm reading for, I see a court, like, right? It'll turn out in your favor, but still the stressors of court, the financial weight and burden. I see fighting over children is part of that court, child support, money, lots and lots of money, inheritance, wealth, playing dirty, that whole thing. That's going to require some balance. So yeah, a lot of you, have multiple partners within the relationship, because I see 2 people here and then a posse. Could be family intervening or interfering, I should say, in this relationship. It could be their adult children. Everybody's got an opinion. There could be siblings telling you or getting in your ear about their opinions as well. It also could be an actual third party stepping out, And then what do you want? Do you want to have a closed relationship? Are you open to a poly? Like, there's a lot on the table to discuss, because this isn't just about conforming to make this person fit into what you want. It's having an open discussion about what is best for the relationship and what do you want. If it doesn't fit in your values, doesn't fit with your integrity, it's off the table. That's simple. And that's what Spirit's telling me twice with the death and rebirth and the Temperance twice. The whole thing was imbalanced. It would never have worked. I get that. Okay, so I'm having been in the medical field. The very first vision I had when I pulled the first Temperance card, now she comes over, is somebody walking into the ER on a stretcher needing AB, and all they have is O. All they have is O. To save the life of this person, all they have is type O in-house, no AB. And this person needs AB. That's this card. That's the vibe I get off the Temperance. It would never have sustained. It's just incompatible. There's nothing you can do about it. I can't make you a type O, or a type AB. That's this vibe. You have fundamentally different levels of foundation. I make this speech, and I swear I shut up after this, but I get this vibe, and I feel like I need to share it with the collective. If everybody has or knows about a microwave, simplest, easy, like a transistor radio from the 70s. You have to tune it in right to your station, and you hear the static and the fuzz. But you finally get Casey Kasem. Remember that on the 80s top 90, top 60, whatever, 100, whatever. Distraction, sorry. I actually took a visual turn there. But you have this microwave in your kitchen, and it heats up a potato. It heats up your coffee, pops some popcorn. So it's the lowest setting, of vibration, but it works. It does its job, right? It does its job. For me to get this up onto YouTube, has to bounce off a couple satellites onto a few towers. And if I'm talking to somebody like a FaceTime chat, it has to actually hit through a very, long code of numbers to find the owner of the phone to make it ring within about a second. So you might be on 2 different frequencies. One is a microwave, one's a satellite, and you're trying to get that person out of the microwave, and they're just not willing to go because it's comfortable down here. They don't really have to work. So when I hear somebody say, you're too much work, that's the vibration I understand is, oh, you don't want to change. I see. You like it down here. You like your third parties. You like your dishonesty. You like your ego. You like the constant cycle of being used, lied to, cheated on. You like that. Okay, you stay here. I'm going to stay up here. And when you're ready, you can elevate. And I'll be here if I want to remain, or I might continue. That's the vibration I'm getting. It just wouldn't work. Type AB, type O. So that's how it is. I keep getting, oh my goodness, I just keep getting the same cards over and over and over. I don't know who I'm reading for. Ooh, but I get Temperance again, or the Hangman, excuse me. The Hangman twice now. King of Swords, same. I don't even know what to tell y'all. I might as well just stop pulling cards. Anything else there you wanted me to say? I have the 9 of Cups on the side. So the 9 of Cups is you are independent all by yourself, but they also might see you as their happily ever after. Again, in order to get to the 10 of Cups, which was also inverted, that's their fear, is that you won't accept that ace. You won't accept that Ace of Cup, right? And that was that person's fear, is that you won't accept the Ace of Cups. And again, the 2 of Cups was in the reverse because it wasn't balanced, and somebody wants to come back and offer you their ace. And then you get to the 10. There's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. They're covering their tracks. They want to invest. They love you tremendously. Whoever I'm reading for, they're going to be honest. They're going to be so honest with you. And I think, you know, depending on who, again, the Magician and the Upright. Yeah, I'm just pulling cards that now match what I just shared. So I don't want to just keep pulling the same deck. So here's my point. At the end of the day, I got Manifest on the bottom. That's the same thing as Magician card I just got. At the end of the day, I hear a couple of things. One, ensure you know what you want. Ensure you know what you want. This is an easy relationship if they come in. It's the same cards. If they come in centered and ready for a conversation that's honest and true, and they have elevated from the microwave even a couple of steps, and they're willing to not just conform, but they really believe that they want to do this. It's a commitment, right? And vice versa. Maybe you're willing to change your belief system. There's going to have to be a pivot. Somebody's going to have to pivot a little bit. This is a far distance between the two. Somebody's got to come in ready to do some work. Second is, if you're willing to do the work, this could be, and again, I don't know who I'm reading for. You can save the comments about I never take this person back. This isn't your reading. Trust me. This is somebody who wants this person back, misses them tremendously. If they came back correct, you'd take them back in a minute. You would. You love the crap out of this person. This person loves you more. They just don't feel worthy of your love. They don't. They're working on their self-esteem right now. They're dealing with inner child stuff. I have distance as an issue. I brought that up, either emotionally or they're totally on a different plane. They're also physically possibly distant. That could be a factor. I see children, young kids. That might also be a factor. Confession. Somebody's going to talk to somebody else. They're going to come in and talk to you. And a confession is a heartfelt confession. This is not manipulation. They're not trying to lie to you again. They're going to be real. They're going to tell you about what they've learned in their shadow work. I know this is a long reading, but it clearly has to come out. I feel like this is a end of the retrograde. Okay, 2 other things. For those that had a little bit of the dark energy, and you know exactly who I'm talking about, that you're like, Maria, this person is never gonna change. Spirit's telling me I have 2 more cards that validate this, because this is the image I had right before I pulled the cards. I have Gold Digger, and they'll be back. You're gonna have to use your discernment. You're gonna know this person is, maybe you came into a frequency of abundance. When I feel like when you ended this, you're going to know too, if you ended this relationship and all of a sudden your life started getting better, your money started getting better, opportunities started happening, people started treating you differently, and you started taking care of yourself better, that might be a karmic relationship that you got out of and you're on an upswing, right? That person is going to come back because they're dealing with the negative side of that wheel. You have the positive side because, as you saw, you have the world in reverse, meaning they want to come back and jump on the wheel and reverse it. And you're going forward. You're moving forward. That's just the law. Anything else you want to share with this group regarding this last card? What to expect this weekend? I am going to do laundry and go to Costco. I don't know about any. I don't know about any of you all, but I'm going to keep one card. Patience. It's going to take a lot of work. It says, in just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. So this person, it may not be this weekend. And I actually got that. I hear August. It's going to be several of you've been waiting a month or two. So it might be middle of June. Could be right after the 4th, close to the 4th, like in a month or two. Several of you, it's August. Like I feel like if you had a breakup in October, because I keep getting 10-7, 10-7, 10-7, it might be closer to the end of July, middle of July, if you had a breakup in October. If you were in January, it might even be a little longer, September, maybe October. I'm sorry. I just feel like this person, whoever you've been waiting on and you're thinking about 24/7 and you're trying to manifest back in your life, you love them, you hate them, you love them, you hate them. Keep praying for them. And in On the flip side is I keep hearing in the back of my head is stay in gratitude and say, thank you so much for answering my prayer, rather than trying to manifest. It's like no different if I say, oh, I wish I were a millionaire, and I don't do anything, and I just say that's my wish. That's not really manifestation. That's just a wish. And if wishes were horses, beggars would ride, as my dad would say. Meaning, a wish is nothing until I put action behind it. So to manifest something is to act in faith, like it's already here. So I thank him every day. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I want to thank you. I want to take you just a hot second. Don't turn off yet. I want to thank you so very much. And in part of my gratitude to you is I'm giving away a few 30-minute readings. If you hit that subscribe button and make a comment, something about the 30-minute reading, free 30-minute reading, subscribe me. I'm going to pull that at the end of the month, and I'll be giving those away in June. So would love to have you subscribe. You must be a subscriber with your own name. With your own, you have to actually put a comment with your own name. It can't be user. That doesn't count. I can't find you. How am I going to talk to you? There's a lot of fake accounts on here. Very aware, very, very aware. You know who I'm talking to. So would really like it to be from your own account. If you want a 30-minute reading, please make a comment in the comment section below, as well as hit that subscribe button. It helps me grow my channel. But as gratitude for all the generous time you've given me in watching my videos, sharing and liking, I just am so grateful you're allowing me to do this full time. So thanks again. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll chat with you on Monday. Love and light.